For more on the highly anticipated U.S. China tariff meeting, let's bring in CNBC contributor Dewardric McNeal. He's Longview Global's senior policy analyst and served in the Obama administration. Dewardric, always great to see you.
Great to see you, Melissa.
I want to understand what your position is in terms of how China's position going into these talks. Bonawyn had mentioned the export data. We saw the drop to the U.S., but an increase to other parts of the world. Xi Jinping also has the support of the Chinese people this time, and he went from, Chinese people who are griping about the economic situation to people who are actually willing to withstand tariffs and not give in to bending to Trump. And so where do we stand? What's the likelihood that Xi Jinping has a temperament, has the inclination to make a deal?
Well, Melissa, I think it's absolutely clear that both sides need a deal. Both sides want a deal, and that includes Xi Jinping. But I think we're way premature to think that that deal will come this weekend. I think this weekend for the Chinese, so let's just start there, is people, process, and issues and goals. By people, the Chinese are going to want to know who they're dealing with across the table. They don't know Scott Bessent at all. They do know Jamison Greer. He was the chief of staff for Bob Lighthizer in round one, the 2018 trade war. So they have a good sense of him, but they don't know Scott Bessent. So they're going to want to figure that out. They're also going to want to get some sort of process in place for how they negotiate. And then finally, and I think this is the most important piece that will come out of this weekend, are what are the issues that are being negotiated? Trump talked over truth about opening up China. We've heard fentanyl. We've heard buying more goods. So the Chinese are going to want to know, what are we actually negotiating? If it's fentanyl and buying more goods, that's a very easy lift for the Chinese, Melissa. If it's opening up the market, buckle up. This is going to be a very long negotiation if that is where we're trying to go.
Hey, Dewardric, Tim, so if the prevailing view on this side of the world is that China's got no leg to stand on, there's no negotiation, they're a trade exporter, we have a massive deficit, they lose. What can the Chinese do? What do you think is the greatest leverage, and what's the highest likely plan of attack, do you think? And maybe that's the wrong word, but what are they going to use? And people always question U.S. debt. We just had comments from at least the White House pointing at the Treasury Secretary talking about the debt ceiling. There's certainly some angst on this side of the market about the U.S. debt markets.
Yeah, this is a great question. Look, to use Trump's phrase in terms of not having the cards, neither side here have the cards in terms of the numbers. And so what you fall back on, unfortunately, is the pain point. Like, who can really outlast the other with respect to pain points? And I think on this score, the Chinese do have a leg up, Tim. They've suffered a great deal from zero COVID period. So we've seen their people prepared to suffer for the national good. I'm not so sure how ready we are. We're looking at 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, depending on who you talk to, before there are going to be some real shortages here in terms of stock on shelves. And so I think ultimately this comes down to, unfortunately, who can last longer in terms of the pain. The numbers don't make sense for either side, Tim.